Oh gosh, hi guys, my name is Laurie Brown, and today I want to talk about tolerance, pain tolerance. I'm going to take this clip out because honestly, I don't know what I look like properly on the camera. I can see myself, but I could be looking hella weird because I have an egghead. However, let's get into this video. Most of you have clicked on this video because you may have been going through something and you want to shed a bit of light onto your journey in life. And life is hard, you know, like it's not easy to just go through life and expect all these wonderful things to happen and not experience any sort of pain or trauma. It's really difficult. And even when you go through life and to the average person it looks perfect, you're still going to be going through something because everybody has different thresholds and tolerances for events that happen in their life. You know, from getting a bad grade to somebody passing away, we all react differently and at different capacities and levels, depending on how we've been brought up and our social network and, you know, our parents, our DNA, we all respond differently. But one thing I want to say, and I want us to agree this as a concept, right? That when it comes to pain, one thing I want us to agree on is the fact that pain hurts and it's necessary when you want real change in your life as well. When I was in my 20s, I had an operation. And after the operation, they basically gave me medicine which I was allergic to. And I didn't realize this until I got home. And my stomach started acting up in a way like never before. The pain was so excruciating. And at the time, I was at my mum's and dad's. And can you imagine me in my bed as a grown 23, I think I was around 24-year-old woman. And I was naked in my bed because I was feeling overwhelmingly hot. And the pain was so excruciating that I had to crawl to my mum and dad's bedroom whilst I was naked. Can you imagine your dad seeing you naked at the age of 23? Oh my God, it was awful. Anyways, got my clothes on and had to go to the hospital. And I was at A&E at the point. Because it was a pain that kept coming in waves, right? It kept coming in waves. When I got to A&E, the pain got so bad that I just started spasming out on the A&E floor. And I just couldn't, and I felt like I was going to faint. They literally had to pull down my pants, you guys, and inject me in my bottom. That's how excruciating the pain felt. And I remember on the way home, I was saying to my mum, as like a joke, because obviously I was feeling relieved now, I was saying to her that, gosh, I don't know how I'm ever going to give birth. Because if I can't go through that, then it means that I wouldn't be able to give birth, right? Because this is just a stomach pain, but a whole child coming out of your body must be a different experience. And she said to me that the pain, when you're going through pain in labor and you know something good is going to come out of it, you're able to tolerate that pain longer. But when you were going through the pain that I was going through from my stomach pains, because there wasn't an end goal, you weren't able to endure the pain. And I went on to give birth. And when I gave birth, you guys, I took 2 paracetamol and I gave birth naturally. That is what I had. And so when I look at what she was saying, I could see so much truth in that. So the reason why I want to talk about pain today is because when I think about my life and my goals, I think about what am I enduring right now. I think about how difficult it is to be consistent with something and not get results, and ultimately it's quite painful. But when you know what your end goal is, you're able to endure and be resilient and stop listening to the outside noise and just keep on going regardless of how you're feeling inside. Even if you're feeling demotivated or deflated, you keep going with the consistency because you know that that is the formula to your success. And so what I want to let you know is that pain is a very necessary part of life. But if there is a goal in mind that you need to achieve, so you need to have this sort of discipline and endurance and consistency, then it's definitely going to be worth it. I remember when I was bigger and I used to go to the gym, I used to cry on the treadmill. I used to walk for half an hour on the treadmill and it felt like years. And there'll be days where I was crying because I just thought to myself, this hurts me so much. And when I get off this treadmill, I'm not even going to lose any weight today. And I've got to be consistent with this for such a long period of time. And even if I do it for a month or 2 months, I'm not even going to have the body that I want to have. But I realized that it didn't matter how long it was going to take me to get to where I wanted to be. I was willing to go through the pain because I know that at the end of that journey, I'm going to feel so good about myself, no matter how long it takes. But if I don't have a goal in mind and I'm hurting myself and I'm not fantasizing about wearing, a short dress or a crop top, or I'm not thinking about the clothes I could wear during that time, then it means that I'm suffering. I'm literally just suffering for no reason. So I want you to ask yourself the question, with what you're going through and the things that you're trying to achieve, is the pain worth it for the goal? If you continue going through this process and it starts to get easier and sometimes it'll be harder and you'll go through the peaks and troughs of life and natural events that occur, is it worth it to you? And if the answer is yes, then you just have to keep on going. Because nobody else is going to convince you to go through something that's hurting you.